Hello everybody, my name is Kyline3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one, it is episode 4 of my Dino Sealed Only Challenge. And in this one, we are opening Eternity Code. Yes, today we are opening the pack that I really did not want to open, but we're going to open anyways. So what Eternity Code actually has for us is Archosaur. Now Archosaur is a secret rare in this, is why it's so unfortunate. And why I didn't want to open it is because everything else in the set kind of is worthless. Maybe an Axis Code Talker would be nice, but after that, I mean, it's just really, this set for us is just for Archosaur and really nothing else. Why did I only get 4, however? These are like $5 a pack, so they're about $20 for all 4 of them. So out of the $40 budget I had this week, we only spent half of it in 20, and the 20 will get saved up for next week. Why did I do that? It is because I am going to be trying to save money for a future pack that I will not spoil in this intro. You're just going to have to wait to see. But without further ado, let's get into the pack openings. Alrighty, now let's start off with our first pack of the video. Hopefully we can just get Archosaur straight away so I don't have to come back to this. But it is a secret rare. I'm not expecting much. Let's see what we can get. Alrighty, we start off with a Buzzsaw Shark. Let me just make sure that's centered. Necro Equip Prism, Code Breaker 0 Day, Goki Iron Claw, AI Contract as our super rare of the set, Magical Hound, King Beast Barabos, Bluebeard the Plunder Patrol, and a Thunder Dragon Lord. Nothing really out of that set we can use. Let me just separate the super rare just real quick, as AI Contact is our super rare. This is, what is it? It's for Ignisters. Yeah, we can't use it. On to the next pack. This is why I kind of didn't want to open Eternity Code. There's really nothing in here besides Archosaur, but we kind of need Archosaur is kind of the thing. Crimson Resonator, which is a Fiend Tuner, I guess, but no, we're not going to be able to pull that out. Gold Locks the Battle Landscaper. Okay. Codebreaker Virus Berserker. We can't pull this out because it does require a Codebreaker monster. So that is unfortunate. Ancient Warrior. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Plunder Patrol Party is another Plunder Patrol card. We're not going to be able to use it, so it's whatever. Pride of the Plunder Patrol, another Plunder Patrol card. Torpedo Takedown. XYZ Ravine Splash, and the Noctovision Dragon, which is actually getting used in Dragon League, so that's something. But we're not using Dragon League, so that's that. On to the next pack. And okay, hopefully just the one Archosaur. That's all I really need. Marensis, not even trying to pronounce that. Another Ancient Warrior, Dissected Jane Wind. Crimson Resonator once again. Resonator Command. And a Gusar Ignister is our super, with Nemesis something. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Deep Sea Sentry, King Beast Barbos, and Goki Guts. Too bad that's not a level 1 Dino, but it is a level 1 warrior that we cannot use, unfortunately. Last pack, come on, give us the Archosaur. Marensis. Once again, the Deep Sea Airstron, once again, just more water support. Super Heavy Samurai Wagon. Proxy F Magician, which is actually a link monster we can go into because it's a generic 2 effect monsters. But this requires fusion monsters as its like effect, and we're not going to be able to do that anyways, so that's not that important. And then Malice Lady of Lamit, which, yeah, this is not good for us. This is nowhere near good for us. We're fine. Parallel Exceed. That's actually pretty big if we're able to pull more Parallel Exceed commons. But we didn't, so this is really nothing. Don't really need to worry about this. It's unfortunate we didn't pull more of it because we can actually maybe even use Parallel Exceed, but we didn't pull more. Codebreaker. Virus Swordsman, my bad. Put the super in the wrong thing. This is actually another link monster we can actually pull out because it's just 2 effect monsters. So maybe, just maybe. Rain Bazoo, a random ass pendulum, and Super Heavy Samurai Swordmaster Mashu. Well, Not that big of a pack opening, but then again, we weren't expecting that many packs or that big of an opening because Eternity Code is really not that good. And this episode's mostly for me to do locals because I didn't do it last week. But speaking of that, let's get into the deck profile, which I don't think will change much, but you never know. Let's get into the deck profile. Now on to the deck profile portion of the video. And honestly, nothing has really changed. But for the people who didn't watch last week's episode, I'll quickly do a rundown of what the deck is. Yeah, we didn't pull anything out of Eternity Code, so nothing's really changed. But let's just cover the card, shall we? We got the 3 Soul-Eating Oviraptor, which is the most important starter into the entire deck. Unfortunately, it's probably the only starter. There's one of only 2 starters in the entire deck, which is the unfortunate part. Really do need to see this card, so definitely 3 of without a doubt. We got the 3 Miscellaneousaurus, which is unfortunately not a starter for us. It's still a good card because unaffected by card effects is still stupid. So yeah, that's really dumb. But again, it's not a starter because we don't have Archosaur, so we can't even banish himself for 1 and stuff like that, which is the very unfortunate part. That's why we opened up the Eternity Code today, and we of course didn't pull anything. We got the 3 Rescue Rabbit, which is basically the other starter for the deck. And why would you say that? It's because I can pull out Megalo Smasher X. So if you don't know, Rescue Rabbit's effect, banish itself to summon 2 normal monsters with the same name, which would be 2 Megalo Smashers X. 2 Megalo Smasher X would make a Dolka. And that's about it. That's really all I play. This Rescue Rabbit can just help us get into a Dolka play, which is basically, and that's it. And then we got the 3 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Why are we playing 3? Because we don't have Archosaur to search out double evolution pills. So that's why we are playing 3. Without doubt, the boss monster of the entire archetype. So a very good card we need to play. Usually Dinos play 2, but we need to play 3. We're still playing the 2 baby and 1 Patet. Should be probably 3 babies, but I'm still sticking with this ratio. And I think this should be the last week that Patet Pteranodon is actually worthless. Because next week, depending on what we get, Patet Pteranodon actually might be good. And then for the 1 Hand Trap, the 1 Nibiru we pulled out last week, I think it's still good enough to play in the main. That's why I'm still doing it. Now on to the spells. We got the 1 Terraforming to search out our 3 Lost Worlds, which is a still very good thing. We kind of need, if we draw a Soul-Eating Oviraptor with Lost World, that's basically perfect combo for us, and that's why we need that. So yeah, there's that. We got the 3 Fossil Dig still. Again, it's not once per turn, Rhoda for dinos. It's actually it's better because that's level 6 or lower dinos. That's just really stupid. Yeah, very good card for the dinos. And then the 1 double evolution pill to finish out the spells. We only pulled 1, that's why we're only playing 1. It's not really useful right now for us because we don't have Archosaur. We got the 3 Grand Horn of Heaven to start off the traps. One of the few cards that I actually might take out soon. It's not always active, which is the unfortunate thing, so that's why. But it's still good enough to play considering what we have out of our pools. But it should be coming out the deck sooner rather than later. Same thing goes for Ojama Trio. Still a good card if they need their zones, but, you know, it can still be linked off. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world, or not the best thing in the world, my bad, but still, you know, somewhat worth playing. We are still playing the 3 Quaking Mirror Force with the 1 Storing Mirror Force and the 1 Drowning Mirror Force. Still very good cards. A lot of people don't actually play around these anymore because they don't see that much play, and it makes sense why they don't see that much play. But if they don't know it's coming, it could be very good. And then to finish out the deck is 2 Survival Ends. If we summon the Ojama Trio, then activate Survival End, we can just basically get a shit ton of monsters onto the field. So that's why we're playing that. So that is it for the entire main deck. Can I actually get the extra deck, please? Yeah, so now let's go into the extra deck. Starting off with the 2 and only 2 monsters we really should be pulling out of this entire extra deck is 2 Evolusaur Dolka. We pulled 2, that's good, so we don't have to go back to the tins anytime soon. But, you know, it's like, this is our only extra deck, which is good, because they're still very good, but it's very hard to pull out, especially right now. And then other extra deck stuff that's not really worth anything. We still got the Wind Up Zenmates, number 27, Daigusto Emerald, Heretic Dragon, King Autumn, and a Sky Palace Guard Dragon. I guess we can pull out Daigusto Emerald and the number 27, but like, are we really going to do it? If we can pull them out, why not just pull out Dolka? You know what I mean? So that's why it's in there, just in case, like, we run out of materials or something. But that shouldn't happen anytime soon. So, yeah. Now on to the Synchros. Again, these are all basically worthless. Lava Duel, Dark Highlander, Omega, which actually is a very good pull. We still got Scrap Dragon, and then the Mechana Phantom Beast. What is this called? Mechana Phantom Beast Jackal Sling? I don't know. Omega's like the really only good one in here, because if we're playing against like Dogmatica, we can just send Omega and then get its graveyard effect off. Besides that, it's not really worth it. My bad, I kind of just like getting my extra deck. Still organized here, my bad. That's just a me thing. I like to keep my extra deck organized and stuff like that. Put that over there. And then for the Link Monsters, we're only playing 3. We're playing Boochkin, Ashimina, Artifact Dagda, which is okay if we had, an artifact to set from deck, but we don't. And then the one Appaloosa. I mean, it's very hard in this deck to pull out Appaloosa, but we can. Appaloosa is still a very good card. And that is it for the entire extra deck. Like I said, the only cards we should be pulling out in the entire extra deck is Evolsaur Dolka. And literally that is it, because Dolka is the only one that's worth taking out of the entire extra deck. Appaloosa, you can argue, but in Dinosaurs, it's very hard to pull out Appaloosa. So yeah, that is it for this extra deck. Let's get into the side deck. 2 Gigasaurus. Should be 2. I only have one. I haven't found the other one yet. But I'll eventually find the other one we have and then put it into the side deck. That's the only monster we're playing. We got the 1 Share Ride. It's not Droll and Lockbird, but if we go first and we verse a deck that, likes to search a lot, Share Ride could be good. We're playing the 3 Twin Twisters, because Twin Twisters is good against back row hate decks. My bad. And then the 1 Hey Trunade as well to go alongside with that. And then the 1 Synchro Transcend is the reason why we have Synchro Monsters in the extra deck. If you don't know this effect, please go watch the last episode, because I don't really want to explain. Basically, it helps us get out a Synchro Monster, or cheat out an extra deck, or cheat out a Synchro Monster. That's basically what it does and why we have it in the side. We have 3 Secret Blast for time reasons, just to be one of those assholes. We have 3 Nightmare Archfiend. Again, it's not better than Ojama Trio, because you have to tribute a monster for it to activate, so Ojama Trio is just better, and why Ojama Trio is in the main. And then the 3rd Survival's End to finish out the entire side deck. So yeah, that is it for the entire deck. Again, nothing has changed, because we didn't really pull anything out of today's episode of Eternity Code. So without further ado, though, let's get into our games. Alrighty, now let's get into game 1 of the episode. So I am doing the rock, paper, scissors, and am choosing to go first here. I actually ended up drawing an okay hand. I mean, I got the Soul Eating Oviraptor and stuff, but it wasn't like the best hand in the world, because there's no my bad. There is no Lost World, so it's kind of unfortunate that Soul Eating Oviraptor is still not a starter without Lost World right now, so that's the unfortunate part. So I just go Rescue Ram, activate effect, and go into an overlay of Dolka. Surprisingly, that's just our best play right now. That's just the unfortunate thing about the deck. That's our best play. We'll just go into Dolka, set 1, and just pass turn back to him. That's very, very unfortunate. So we'll pass. Oh, my bad. I just ate, so my bad. I might be burping a little bit. Pass back to him. He knows some of his Track Trick, Mirror Mellow. If he tries to activate effect, I go ahead and detach and negate and destroy him. So there is that. Now he goes into a Dear Servant. That's unfortunate. He will send Elder Entities and test, add himself to Exclesia, and go ahead and activate Entis effect to get rid of Dolka. I'm going to have to force to negate that, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll just go Dolka to negate that. But now he has free reign at this point. I do have a Grand Horn of Heaven in the background, but like I said in the deck profile video, or this section, it's not always that active, because it's kind of like a Solemn. It has to be summoned properly. If it's summoned by a card effect, it can't activate its effect. So that's an unfortunate part. So he summons Exclesia, then goes Exclesia's effect to add Fleur de Lis, then add special summons Fleur de Lis, and will negate the Dolka, which at this point does nothing, so that's fine. He goes to battle phase here. We'll attack for 25. Actually, Dogmatica, the Fleur de Lis will actually gain 500. So I'll take a whopping 2,700 damage here. So that's unfortunate. He will go main 2 And set 1, oh boy, here we go. Set 2, I forget this is a Trap Tricks deck, so this can most likely will be traps. Draw into another Fossil Dig. Honestly, now that's not that bad, because now I have dinos in the hand. We'll go Fossil Dig, add ourselves the Miscellaneousaurus here, to make sure our Soul Eating Oviraptor is protected. Here we'll go Misc Effect here, and then we'll go ahead and normal summon Soul Eating Oviraptor. He does have something apparently on the summon of Soul Eating Oviraptor, so he thinks it out just a little bit, but allows it to go through. I will declare the effect of Oviraptor here, which is, again, he tries to trap hole here, but Misc is affected right now. So guess who is not going bye-bye? Soul Eating Oviraptor is going nowhere thanks to Misc. So now I get the UTC. We'll go into another Fossil Dig, add ourselves the Baby Sarasaurus. And then we'll go ahead, activate, we'll probably summon out the UTC onto the field. Hopefully he has nothing for this. Solemn Warning. The one thing that prevents that. That's kind of unfortunate there. That's a hiccup. Man, I really needed that UTC to stick onto the field there. Well, there really is no other play here. I have a Misc, I guess, but I think I can only banish 2. So what am I going to do? Summon Pteranodon? The hell's that going to do? So there's really nothing I can do here. I'm just thinking it out real quick. Just making sure I'm thinking of activating Misc, but then again, only banishing 2 is not going to be that good anyways. So we'll just go ahead and pass back to him, and hopefully he cannot kill us this turn. Goes ahead, normal summons Tragic Geniustila? What the hell? Declare the effect, triggering himself to add I forget what it adds. It sets 2, my bad. It sets a Floodgate Trap Hole and a Bottomless Trap Hole. Okay, he will go to battle. Okay, we're not going to be dead at this point. Even with the Fleur-de-Lis boosting the attack of the monster. That's fine. We'll take a 35 to the dome, and we are nearly dead. But we're good. He'll go to main 2, end phase. We'll draw for turn. We draw into a UTC. That's huge here. That's actually huge. Here's the thing. He can negate that, unfortunately, is the problem. So I view my graveyard here. I'm just thinking we're going to have to go for it no matter what the hell we do. So we're just going to have to go for it, unfortunately. So I go ahead and decide to just really thinking here, my bad. This is all unedited, my bad. I probably should edit these, to be honest with you, but I just commentate over it. So I'm thinking about, I think we just go for it at this point. We'll go UTC, banish 2 dinosaurs, and then special summon the UTC. And I'm assuming something will get chained to this. Unfortunately, yeah, the Floodgate Trap Hole will come to play. Here's the thing, though. UTC summon was proper, so we'll go ahead and chain it. He'll Bottomless Trap Hole. That's fine. We'll send Baby. Then Baby effect will activate. Get us the Soul Eating Oviraptor. And then Soul Eating Oviraptor effect. Go ahead and search ourselves another UTC. We can actually put this guy out once again. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to add UTC. Of course, we're going to go ahead and properly special summon him once again. He has no more floodgates or no more trap holes because he dominantly wasted 2 trap holes on 1 card. So we'll go ahead, go battle phase here. This might be enough. We'll attack over the Fleur-de-Lis, declare the effect of UTC, and then go over the Exclesia, and then attack over for 1,000 again. Go 1,800 directly here. And main 2, forgot I can normal summon. Well, that's unfortunate. So I guess I could have done 2,000 more damage. It wouldn't have not been lethal, but it would have been something. It would have left him at 200. So that's kind of unfortunate. But I'll normal summon and just get into a Dolka, so make this board kind of impossible to break here is kind of the thing. So what does he really do? He goes into a Trap Tricks Geniustila, which is fine by me. I'm not going to activate UTC. If he tries to activate the effect, I'll just go ahead and Dolka instead, because Dolka is still a very good card for the dinos. So that is very, very huge right now. He's thinking on activating the effect. I think he does activate the effect. I go ahead and activate Dolka, detaching Megalo Smasher X to negate the effect. He activates Exclesia, my bad. To try to summon Exclesia, I will Dolka that. And then with that, he concedes the game. Thankfully, we get pull out the win with that. Pretty challenging. It looked like the trap holes were going to stop me, but he dumbly wasted it on 1 UTC. So we'll take that win. Now on to the second game of the video. Coming off the big win, or well, we're coming off a win. So let's see what we can do. And we're versing, oh no, we're versing Mermel's bullshit. Okay, I can't really explain any of their effects, because I really don't know any of their effects, and this goes at like lightning speed. This guy's playing like he's a fucking computer or something. He adds a couple cards to his hand, goes into a Link Monster Mermail Biscuit, and then goes discards 2 of my cards, which ends up being Double Evolution Pill and Quaking Mirror Force. 2 cards, it's okay, I guess. We'll take it, I guess. Well, that's not the worst thing in the world. Goes ahead and activate all 3 equipped spells. So he has negations for 1 spell, 1 monster, 1 trap. Well, shit. This is going to be really hard to play out of, isn't it? We can't even get 2 dinosaur monsters on the field. We'll go ahead and normal summon Soul Eating Oviraptor Declare effect. He actually thinks a little bit on this, so we're going to skip ahead just a little bit. So he eventually ends up negating Soul Eating Oviraptor with one of those equipped spells. Let me just keep skipping ahead here. There we go. Finally negates it with the equipped spell, so we won't get Soul Eating Oviraptor. I'll set 1, go end phase. He activates Mermail Abyss, Quelia, the Link Monster, discard 1 card and add 1 card, and then that discard will destroy my Soul Eating Oviraptor. Yeah, I think this is pretty much game from here. I really don't have anything because I have this trap, so I guess it'll maybe do something. Then I forget that he has the equipped spell that negates traps, doesn't he? Well, let's see if he just ends up forgetting it. He's trying to summon another one. Let's go with Geometrio. Yeah, no, he negates it. Well, fuck. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do in this one. He keeps adding stuff, but come on. I think this is pretty much game here. We'll just go ahead and, end our misery here. We'll go ahead and surrender. There's really nothing I can do with that one. Now on to our third game of the matchup. I end up winning the rock, paper, scissors here, so we'll choose to go first because we are playing some traps. So let's see what we can do. He goes standby, I go standby main, normal summon, it'll rescue Rabbit because it's our only starter in the entire hand. We'll declare effect. Hopefully this does not get Ash Blossom. It does not. Let's get the Mega Smasher X's in here. We'll just go, well, they're just going to have to set up Dolka. And, well, isn't this a familiar sight from the first game? We're just going to have to set up Dolka that's set to pass kind of thing. He does have something on the Dolka summon, or he's at least thinking. We'll go set 1, set 2, and we will go and pass turn to him. Hopefully this is enough. I don't know if it is or isn't, but hopefully it is enough. He is thinking in the end phase. He goes, activates Numeron Wall. Uh-oh. We'll go ahead and Dolka that because we do not want to worry about that. Oh, so this is a Numeron deck without Zexal. This is going to be very interesting. Let's see what he can do here. Unfortunately, the Grand Horn of Heaven does nothing. He activates Hidden City. Hidden City is going to go ahead and search the Guru here, I'm assuming, off the Hidden City. Yeah, there it is. It will search off the Guru. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's hope he doesn't set 4 pass kind of thing here. Hopefully he doesn't, but we'll see. We'll see. He'll go normal summon Subterra Guru. And then we'll declare effective Guru to try to flip down the Dolka. Yeah, we're going to have to negate that. Please don't have the Phoenix. Okay, he doesn't have the Phoenix. We're good. He'll go activate Terraforming, and oh no. He's going to search out, of course, the Numeron Network. And then we all know what's coming here. He's going to go ahead and activate the Numeron Network, and yeah, we have nothing at this point. Unfortunately, Dolka, he has wasted both of them, unfortunately. He goes into a Numeron Calling, which we'll go ahead activate Ojama Trio on response. Let's make sure he doesn't get 4 of those motherfuckers out there so we don't get OTK'd here. So this is actually going to prevent us from getting OTK'd. Thank fucking God. Grand Horn of Heaven, unfortunately, cannot negate these summons because, again, it's a Solemn Judgment type effect, and Solemn Judgment cannot negate summons off card effects. So that's unfortunate. Well, he's only going to summon 3. So unfortunately, this is not going to be game for him. So he'll go ahead and attack. He will take the 13 and will activate the Numeron Gate. Doubling everything else goes into a 2,000. Hopefully he does not have the limited removal. Limited removal. He will finally get rid of the Dolka and then double everything, which would do nothing. He'll go main 2. Hopefully he doesn't have anything. Let's see. He goes into a Link 4, goes into Saryuya. Nah, Grand Horn of Heaven finally comes into play, please. Tell me this is enough. We get Lost World. What an absolutely crazy top deck there. We go Chain Link 1, Soul Eating Overraptor, Chain Link 2, Lost World, making sure you don't negation. Get your fucking token onto the field. Give me that UTC. Let's see. We'll go ahead and activate the Soul Eating Overraptor here. We can actually do it. We'll go Soul Eating Overraptor, get the token, and does he let this go through? Please let this go through. Too bad I can't chain block this one. Here, I think, yeah, he will go ahead and Ghost Spell that. Unfortunate. We're not going to be able to get Dolka off that. So we'll just go ahead and go 2 and get ourselves a UTC onto field. I'm telling you, man, this is basically our boss monster in the entire deck. Let's see. We'll go ahead and attack every single token, activating the UTC effect. Inflict 1,000 damage, and we'll go ahead and do it again. Unfortunately, it cannot be destroyed by battle, or when the Jama tokens are destroyed by battle, they do not still inflict the 300 damage. That's unfortunate. We'll deal 18. Man, that Ghost Spell really did save him from lethal, didn't it? Well, we do have the UTC with Baby. Let's see if that is enough. I think it is against a Numeron deck. We'll just wait until they can summon all 3. But then again, that Guru might be a problem. So let's hope he doesn't draw a fucking Hidden City here or even have the Subterra Guru in hand. Please, please, please be enough against the Numeron deck. Oh my god, that Ojama Trio did really save that game, didn't it? Let's see. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because he is taking a little bit. He goes, activates the Numeron call or network, sends the calling. We'll go ahead and summon all 4 of the Numerons. And yeah, we'll chain UTC after all that and get all of them down, and we'll go ahead and go Soul Eating, or we will activate Baby's effect. Baby will summon the Soul Eating Oviraptor effect. Oviraptor Chain Link 1, Lost World Chain Link 2. Let's take up that last spot, so make sure you can't summon anything else. Let's add Miscellaneousaurus to hand, and that honestly should be game. He cannot summon unless he has a fucking Linkuriboh, but go ahead and use Linkuriboh as your last summon. This shall be game, and I think he knows it as well. He will finally concede. Man, what a way to win against Numeron. Now back from the duels, and man, we are getting a lot of wins now on Dueling Nexus. Yes, I did promise last week I would go to locals, but I didn't go to locals this week. Yeah, it's not that I got lazy. I did go to 2 locals this week. I just ended up not using dinosaurs for some reason. So, yeah, I made you guys that promise, and unfortunately I could not stick it through. But hey, this will be a promise. This will be a guarantee. I will go to locals next week. I absolutely promise you guys. I know I promised you guys last week, but this is an actual promise. I will go to locals. I will not forget, especially with the pack we are opening next week, which I will keep a secret. Let's just say there's a reason why we only opened $20 of packs this week. But hopefully, after what we pull in next week, and then we go to locals. For the deck in general right now, Soul Eating Oviraptor is our only honestly, is only a starter with Lost World on the field, which is unfortunate because we kind of need both of them to be Soul Eating Overraptor to be a starter. Misk is not a starter because we still don't have Archosaur. That's going to have to be a card that we chase. UTC is still basically our win condition, and that's kind of just makes sense for dinos. Rescue Rabbit is our one and only true starter, and that's if it doesn't get negated. But that only sets up us up into like a Dolka pass. Like that's still not like good. We still just everything else is basically just the traps are. We're only playing traps because we don't have hand traps. So we're gonna have to start focusing on hand traps in these next couple of weeks, especially with things like Ojama Trio and Grand Horn of Heaven. They are good cards in a like when you read their effects, but in actual play and even in today's current meta. Yeah, they're not that good of a card to play anymore, especially with the Ojama Trio, because they can just link those off, like we saw in the Saryuya game. Thankfully, we actually did have the Grand Horn of Heaven. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content on the channel. I do upload every single day, and I do promise I will go to locals next week. I will see you then. Goodbye.